After the intro, which is all in D, he goes on to play the rest of the song is in the key of E. Now, I'm not going to go through and tell you exactly the positions and the fingering for all of these bar chords. If you don't know your bar chords and you're trying to learn this song, you should really check out your bar chords. There's some lessons I've got on bar chords on the website. If you go to the chords section, that should help you out with that. I'm going to name what the chords are, but I am going to show you the little tricks that he does, which are kind of Hendrix style-esque tricks. It's not really pure Hendrix, but he does some pretty cool things along those kind of lines. So after the intro's finished with this little bit here, he's just playing regular bar chords and strumming each chord once, and he's going E, which is up at the 7th fret with the 7th fret with a 5th string root, then to a B chord, 7th fret, 6th string root, up 2 frets to a C sharp minor, which is with the 6th string root at the 9th fret. Then he slides all the way down to G sharp, which is the 6th string root, still the minor chord, G sharp minor at the 4th fret. And moves it up 1 fret and plays A major chord. Second time through, it goes E, B, C sharp minor to A. So let me just run through that, and it's really dead straight. He's just playing, you know, one strum on each chord. So and again, she sees my good deeds, she kisses me only as I am, together we cry. And he finishes off this with a really cool chord. It's called an E major 7th chord. I think I can hear the 6th string ringing out there as well. So I'm going to give you all of the tab for this whole chord. Starting from the 6th string, it's going 7th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret again. Fingering should be obvious. It's a first finger bar, and you're using 2nd, 3rd and 4th fingers about the only way that you can to play that chord. There'll be a diagram for that up on the website too. You can also hear the chord fluff a little bit, which is beautiful. It's the kind of thing you can never replicate. So, well, I can't replicate it anyway, but we call it in the business a happy accident. So then he strums that. Now it starts to get a little bit more interesting. Now, I often play this with fingers, but I'm going to use a pick for now because I'm guessing that, I'm kind of thinking that he plays it with a pick, but I'm not really sure. Then we're into this kind of Hendrixy style thing. It's exactly the same chord sequence, but he starts doing some other cool stuff. So it's going like... So I need to go through now with some close-ups and show you what he's doing for those little fancy bits, because they're a little bit tricky. Okay, so he's starting off here with an E chord, which is a down and up strum on that. Now this is a B chord, right? So he's playing little first fingers covering the thinnest 2 strings, 2nd finger down on the 8th fret, 3rd finger down on the 9th fret, and I think he's bringing the thumb over to play the bass note. Sometimes it sounds like it's there, other times not. So he's going E, B, and here he's just lifting off the 3rd finger and doing a little hammer-on flick off there on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. Now some guys use their little finger under there and go, which is fine too, but I've seen a video of him doing it and he uses his 3rd finger to go across. Then he's hitting that note again with the 3rd finger there on the 9th fret. And he's now doing the C sharp minor like this, so 3rd finger on the note C sharp, 11th fret, 4th string, 1st finger bar. and thumb is reaching over to the C sharp bass note. Then sliding all the way that same shape. He's just moving it there from the G sharp minor, which is 4th fret, thumb on the bass note, first finger doing the little bar thinnest 3 strings, 3rd finger reaching over the 6th fret. Then he's going to the A chord, which is now 2 strings barred, 2nd finger 6th fret, 3rd finger going down on the 7th fret. And he does hear a little trill here with the little finger going down in the 7th fret of the thinnest string. So we end up with. And again. Because the second time it misses out that G chord, remember, the G sharp chord. Again. B, B. I thought you guys might like a bit of a look at the strumming hand as well, so here's a close-up showing the strumming hand. Here we go. I'll do it a little bit slower than normal, so here we go. Bit faster. We've just had a look at the verse, both hands. It's quite a lot, there's quite a lot of stuff going on in there, and what I've given you is kind of a general vibe on what he's doing, because it's a little bit different every time. So for the real die-hard fans, I'm sorry if I'm not getting it exactly right every time, because there are lots of variations, but for me to go through every one would take ages, and to be honest, I haven't actually gone through and written them all out, so I'm not exactly sure what every variation is, but that's roughly the vibe anyway. So once you've got the verses sorted out, you probably want to get stuck into the chorus. So the chorus is using a couple of funky little chords. It's a bit more strummy than the other one. That one, because you're doing the little Hendrix styley things, you have to be a bit careful with the picking, and it's not really that consistent. But the chorus is, and the chorus is doing this. etc. So let me go through and tell you what the chords are, then we'll do a little close-up, have a chat about what they are.